All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our special Take Back Friday edition of the End of Day Pulsewave Report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous Pulsewave price trigger reports. Now, in Take Back Friday, this is our rapid fire edition. Hopefully, let's see if we can get this done in like 5 minutes or less. What do you think? I think we can. This is where we take a look at the weekly charts to see exactly what the tea leaves are saying for the markets and what we can expect to start things off next week. All right, so the very first chart we're going to pull up here is our weekly chart of the Bitcoin futures. And as you can see here on this chart, all things being equal, the market is setting itself up for a rally alert for next week. That's right. We're looking at a possible rally alert, all things being equal, if the market stays at its current price and or moves higher between tonight and tomorrow's close at let's say 5 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time. We can expect a continuation rally into next week. And I'm looking at a 30,000 initial target for Bitcoin. 30,000 is my initial target. All right, moving right along to Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing, all things being equal. If the market continues to rally tonight into tomorrow's trading, we have the possibility of a 2,500 print on Ethereum. That's right, it's the Ethereum futures. So that's what it's looking like right now, all things being equal. Next up, we have the euro yen, which can lead the U.S. equity market at times. And right now, it's leading it to the downside. We have a full-blown correction underway in the weekly algo chart for euro yen. The market has put in a short-term top and is now headed lower. Okay, so perhaps per adventure, we see continuation to the downside going into next week. Now, we got to say, before we, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So about a month, and you got a month's worth of trading right here. These bars, the market is coming out of a long-term bear market, but what we've been seeing is a bear market rally in place, right? That's what we've been seeing. Locked in bear market rally. So long term was bearish, short term and intermediate term was bullish. Now we've crossed over officially into a bullish scenario, and we have a bearish scenario on the short term and a bullish on the intermediate term. So right now, it's looking like this market, the euro yen, has changed. But to start things off, we got a correction. So I think the trend line here is in play around the 132, 131 level. We'll see if that can hold. If it does, you have a good foundation of support for a possible beginning of a rally. And this could possibly mean that the equity market could rally into the end of the year possibility. Looking at oil, crude oil futures to be exact, we have a sideways situation. We had a primary rally alert on the weekly here. And so far this week, we have not seen any upside production. It's been basically an inside bar. So we got to think about that. All things being equal, the market is looking like it wants to rally going into next week, but we do have to take a look at the precautionaries. Long-term trend has switched from a bearish to bullish perspective. Short term is bullish and intermediate is also bullish. So we got our 3 ducks in a row, which means this is heading higher. This bullish pointer from March, the week ending March the 11th, is now in play, and that should send crude oil prices north of 135. All right, taking a look now at what I want to do. Let's do GDXJ, take a look at the gold miners. All right, so in the minings, we got a short-term bullish configuration, and we have an intermediate bearish one. So basically, we put in a short-term bottom, and this rally looks like it wants to get long and get above $35. a share. That is the short-term immediate target. We'll see how much the market has in it. But chances are we could also be setting up for another leg down. So after the rally commences, the market comes off. Did it here again here. So is this a wash, rinse, repeat? Third time could be the charm. We shall see. Taking a look at gold by way of ticker GLD. All right, so we're looking at gold futures by looking at GLD. And as you can see here, we have put in a short-term bottom. The market has been rallying. The bottom of the Kumo cloud is about $170 a share. We're about $7 away from that now. So we're looking for a $7 rally possibly to start the week off. It depends on how the markets do close tomorrow, though. So as long as the market stays at the current closing price and or moves higher, we could expect that continuation into next week. This bullish pointer, the week ending March the 11th, is also in play, and that should send GLD above the $200 mark. So things are looking with the possibility of strength ahead. Looking at the Russell My Hustle by way of ticker IWM, we put in a short-term bottom, and now this market wants to rally. The bottom of the Kumo cloud is around the 205 to 210 level. So this one's definitely in play to move higher. Next up, we're going to relook at crude oil futures by way of ticker OIH, the crude oil ETF. You can see here, this one is staged to start the week off rallying. The long-term trend, though, for this security is a bear market. The intermediate trend is also bearish, but the short term has switched from bearish to green. So perhaps this rally could possibly get some strength underneath of it and continue to run. As long as the futures are going to run to their price target of north of 135, this should definitely have no problem getting north of $330 a share. So this is also in play. Next up, we got the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 futures, and this one is also showing that it is in play. The bottom of the Kumo cloud, about $350 a share, should be in play, as this market has now put in a short-term bottom as well. All things being equal, this market should continue to rally. All right, looking at silver by way of SLV, silver futures right now, you can see that we're actually setting up for a primary rally alert going into next week. So depending on how prices settle tomorrow, this could be on the run toward the $20 handle, possibly even the bottom of the Kumo cloud to $22. So we could have the possibility of a $4 run in SLV coming up. And we have the long-term trend is definitely bullish. The intermediate trend is also bullish. And the short-term trend is bullish. So we got all of our ducks in a row on this one. This rally alert looks good. Hopefully we get a good close tomorrow to verify that, to confirm that. S&P 500 futures by way of ticker SPY. The market so far is setting itself up for a rally alert going into next week as well. Bottom of the Kumo cloud at $425 a share is in play. Long-term trend is bullish. Intermediate trend is bullish. And short-term trend is bullish. So on the weekly algo charts, all three ducks are in a row. Next up is bonds. We're looking at the bonds, the long bond by way of ticker TLT. The long-term trend is bullish. Intermediate trend has switched from bullish to bearish. And the short-term trend is also switched from bearish to bullish. So mixed signal here. We've got a short-term support and short-term low. And we got rally accelerating. So all things being equal, bottom of the Kumo cloud around $140 to $145 a share is possible in the bonds, which means as the bond prices are rallying, that will cause yields to fall lower, which means that interest rates should be subdued for the time being. All right, taking a look now at the US dollar by way of ticker UUP. So as you can see here, the long-term trend is bullish. Intermediate trend is bullish. Short-term trend has switched from bullish to bearish, meaning that we put in a short-term top and the market is pulling back. We're not in a state of correction yet, just in pullback mode for now. We had a primary crash alert. We got no downside production this week so far. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll see how the week ends, but we could actually see some downside production. I think the pullback support should be between $28 and $27.50. That should be where the support is held and found for the next rally. We'll see what happens with the US dollar. All right, as far as ADA Cardano, so far this one's setting up for a primary crash alert going into next week. We'll see what happens on this one, but the intermediate term is bearish as well. So we'll see what happens on that one. Looking at Litecoin, Litecoin so far has a rally alert going into next week. The bottom of the Kumo cloud between $150 and $200 is possible if the rally can actually get some energy behind it. We shall see. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got Theta. All right, and let me switch this one to the daily. This is the weekly bar. It's messed up. You're in the Kumo cloud as it were on this one. You had the rally alert coming into this week, and you did get upside production. I think the top of the Kumo cloud at some point should be in play here, which is around the $2.20 to $2.30. So we should see what's happening on that one. All right, and then last but not least is XRP Ripple. So your XRP Ripple right now, you have that rally alert going into next week. You got some green on the screen. I think resistance is going to be around 70 cents, and the market may be able to make it to the bottom of the Kumo cloud, which will stretch it to about 90 cents, back up to $1. So we'll see what happens on that one. And that's all I got for now. So if you know what's good for you, you'll smash that like button and you will go to pulsewavetrading.com so that you can take the 14-day challenge. I double dare you. Take the 14-day challenge. See how much money you can make in 14 days. That's right. There's a 14-day free trial with the Pulsewaves, and I guarantee you will make a very nice profit. Try the system out and see what this is all about. Building income streams. That's what it's about. Helping you to build financial stability and income stream for yourself and your family. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.